I went back to my bookshelf and found a great read. Check this one out.
Against the Tide by Kat Martin is a romantic suspense novel that's written in third person, and it jumps between not only the main characters, which are Rafe Brody and Olivia Chandler, it also gives you the bad guy's perspective on several different scenes, so you get to know that side as well. Now, this is a full-length novel. There is no cliffhanger, and this particular book was published in 2015. Now, this particular book comes from the Brodies of Alaska series, and Against the Tide happens to be the third book in this series. Now, there is a lot of characters in this particular book, and I found that even though this book series was about the three brothers, Nick, Rafe, and Dylan, Dylan and Nick don't actually play a part in this particular story. It's just about Rafe and the characters that are around him. Now, some characters, secondary characters in the other stories, play a part in this particular one, so it's really interesting. Okay, so there is language in the story a little bit. There is violence in the story that goes along with the storyline, and there are several sex scenes in order to be aware of. And you can skip them if that's what you do, and then you don't miss anything in the plot line if you do skip them. And they are quite detailed, so be aware of that. Now, this particular story happens to be about Rafe Brody, who owns a charter fishing company, and Olivia, she owns the Pelican Cafe, and there has been an instant attraction between the two. And they have been avoiding each other until their mutual friend Scotty is murdered. And then together they team up in order to find out what happened to Scotty. And because Scotty apparently was this wonderful kid, and it was a senseless murder, so they team up wanting justice for him. And so as they are investigating and digging into things, they stumble upon a group that happens to be a terrorist group that are planning a big, huge thing that's happening. Okay, so the storyline is filled with lots of different things that happen, and scary things that happen, and interesting things that happen, and it's a gripping story, very, very entertaining, and it's definitely a page turner. It's the type of story that you have to finish in order to read. Check out more book details on StuckOnRomanceBooks.com. Don't forget to sign up on StuckOnRomanceBooks.com. That way I can send you book details about great romance books, so you'll know more before you read. Did you like this romance book? Comment below to let me know. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave.